actually messaged a PA that I saw years ago just to ask her about these blood test results, and she told me that they looked great, that I had a lot of the really good cholesterol that was going to keep my heart healthy and my arteries clean. Hello my friends, my name is Rachel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm just sharing my journey to healing from years of severe chronic illness, and I have been doing the carnivore diet for a little bit over a year now. And actually one of the most common questions that I get, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or in person, is how's your cholesterol? This is a video I've been wanting to make for a while now, and I'm excited to share with you what my cholesterol numbers looked like when I was very sick several years ago versus today after being on the carnivore diet. There are a lot of misconceptions about cholesterol and dietary cholesterol and how it affects your blood levels of cholesterol and your risk for heart disease. So I'm going to share a little bit about what I've learned about cholesterol in this video, as well as give you some great resources where you can kind of dive in and do more research yourself, which is something that I always recommend doing. So to test my blood cholesterol levels, I use an at-home test kit called Let's Get Checked, and they're actually sponsoring this video. Basically, they just mail you the test kit, and it has everything you need inside of it to draw your blood at home through a finger prick, and then you just ship it back in and they'll email you when your test results are back. Personally, I'm not a big fan of having doctor's appointments and going into doctor's offices, so when I heard about Let's Get Checked, I was excited to give it a try, and I thought it would be something you guys would be interested in as well. So I'll put a link in the description as well as a coupon code. Let's go ahead and get right into what my cholesterol levels look like after 1 year of doing the carnivore diets. My total cholesterol level is 206. The reference range goes up to, I think, 199 or 200, so it's just barely over the threshold of being normal, but in context with the ratios of my LDL and HDL to total cholesterol, my levels are actually considered to be excellent. My triglycerides are at 83, my HDL, which is considered to be the good cholesterol level, is at 75, and my LDL is 121. So one of the most important markers of this blood work panel is the ratio of total cholesterol to HDL cholesterol, and mine is 2.75 to 1, which is considered to be excellent for heart disease risk. So my risk for heart disease is actually very, very low. So I'm also going to share with you guys what my cholesterol panel looked like prior to starting the carnivore diet about 4 years ago. I had it tested at the Mayo Clinic, and these are the results. And so as you can see, my total cholesterol has gone up. My HDL, which is the good cholesterol, has gone from a level that is considered to be less than optimal to a level that's considered to be excellent. And then my LDL has also gone up, and my triglycerides have gone up just a little bit, but still stayed within the normal range. I actually messaged a PA that I saw years ago just to ask her about these blood test results, and she told me that they looked great, that I had a lot of the really good cholesterol that was going to keep my heart healthy and my arteries clean. Something interesting to note is that my good cholesterol levels have gone up since years ago, before I was eating lots of animal fat. To my understanding, the most important thing about cholesterol blood levels is that you have a good ratio of the HDL cholesterol to total cholesterol. So even if your LDL levels are higher, as long as your HDL is high as well, then that should be very safe and healthy. Adding more animal fats and cholesterol into my diet has raised my cholesterol, but actually in a good way. It's not a good thing to have low cholesterol. Our brains and our body requires cholesterol to function properly. It's very, very important. What's really interesting is that over the last 50 years, animal fat consumption has dramatically decreased, but heart disease has skyrocketed. It is now the top killer in the United States. And what has also skyrocketed over the last 50 years is the consumption of toxic vegetable oils. So the average American consumes about 30 to 40% of their calories in vegetable oils, and these oils are actually very toxic and are likely what's really contributing to the rise of heart disease, not animal fat. Personally, I believe consuming animal fats is essential for optimal human health. It's really a shame that they're being villainized for this epidemic of heart disease when they really are not the cause of heart disease. If you really dive into the research and the history behind why there's this dietary cholesterol scare, you'll see that it's all based on faulty science, and then most of those claims are very profit driven for both the food industry and the healthcare industry. If you're looking to learn more about dietary cholesterol and whether or not you should be concerned, Dr. Ken Berry's channel is a great resource. Also Dr. Sean Baker, and I have recently been reading a book called Deep Nutrition by Dr. Kate Shanahan, which has an excellent chapter just completely devoted to analyzing cholesterol and the history of why it became demonized and why it's so important that we spread truth about dietary cholesterol and how it affects our health. Anyways, I'm really happy with my 1-year carnivore diet cholesterol blood test results. It's cool to see that the blood markers have improved, as well as obviously my overall health, which is the most important thing. I will have some future videos coming out sharing about different blood test results from around the 1-year mark, including folate, vitamin C, other vitamin levels. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when those videos come out, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in another video very soon.